Giving the gift of basketball here on this Christmas Eve. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. On 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. That might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
Now, New York starting five. We've got Noel. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Grantham in at the three. And for the Pelicans, Nicholas Claxton out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's King in at the point guard position. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
Oh, and Towns with the block. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
First quarter, just over a minute played. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. Well, right away, coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot, that's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Pass to King. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by New York.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
The kick out to Brunson. 4-3, and he buries his first look.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Pass to Flanders. And no good. Nice D from Bridges. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The kick out to Brunson. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's Brunson. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. No good, a bit long that time.
Nice work defensively, beating him up top and forcing the miss.
Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Simons is checked in for New York. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Bridges. Towns for 3. Some solid defense from Claxton. And New Orleans shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. And they take the lead.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Grantham. 15 in his last outing. Count that bucket. Bridges has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Pass to Marks. The 3. Here's King. His last outing, he had 20. Flanders' shot is good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Bridges outside. Towns outside. Pass to Grantham. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Scotty Barnes on the receiving end of that one.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity.
Yes, he does. He likes the aerial action.
Here's Marks. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. It's blocked. Driving in. Well, oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the bounce?
We could call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Claxton, and he lays it up and in.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Knicks. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
The shot by Marks, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Newell from outside hits a three-pointer. Newell's got 5 now.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Flanders can't hit. New York leading by 3. Simons deciding where to go with it. Pass to Newell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Flanders passes to King. Pass to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Here's King. Still no points. Claxton a screen on Simons. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Newell. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Jalen Brunson. What have they told you, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Knicks about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Thanks for the update there, Allie. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's King after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Ellis outside. A shot to stop the run. Grantham with the rebound. New York leading by 9. There's a screen. Pass to Simons. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are.
They've got Keon Ellis, and it's Kamara in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Smith passes to Simons. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. They double him with Simons. All alone. Yes, on the jumper. Cartwright's gotten his first basket of the night.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Simons, right side. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range. Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Simons. He's got 10. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Knocks down the long J. Simons got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Well, as we approach the halfway point of the season, how hard is it for the top teams to keep their foot on the gas pedal?
Sustaining excellence and playing winning basketball over the long season really requires great concentration. But the truly great teams find a way to get it done.
Let's go with a 3. Cartwright with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 18. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Simons outside. Pass to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Smith. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Cheeks, and that was good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Oh, got that one up quick. Bridges has got 10 points.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
Ellis passes to King. From about 19, and New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Here's Brunson. Cartwright with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 21. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. New Orleans shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive number.
Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Smith. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Brian, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Just 5 to shoot. Towns passes to Brunson. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's Brunson. Blocked again! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Clock at 4. Here's Bridges, and they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Pelicans trail by 14. Ellis outside. Pass to Blackman. Here's King. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Nice vision that time from Towns. And you know, he's got that skill set.
Here's King. 5 points in the game. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. The Pelicans, number 1.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
The shot. And it's Grantham missing. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 13-5 run. Ellis left side. Takes a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Kamara, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Brunson. Bridges passes to Towns. The fader. And it's New York scoring again.
You know, Towns can burn you from anywhere, especially from these in-between spots.
And stolen by Brunson. Ellis passes to King. And he banks in the layup. King's got 9.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Cheeks. Towns outside. 5 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
King, the pass to Ellis. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's King. Brunson defending. Inside. Blackman. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Cheeks. He has 6. Pass to Towns. Here's Grantham. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Misses the 3. Pelicans trail by 11. All sorts of time. Kamara, no good. New York has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Grantham. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Towns passes to Cheeks. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Grantham. Bridges outside. Towns on a screen. And Bridges good for 3. Bridges has got 13.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges has been on display for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Knicks.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Newell. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Grantham in at the 3 spot. Here's Flanders. Here's King. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. King's got 11 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Towns way outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Brunson. With the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Towns outside. Puts it up from the high post. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist by Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's King. Brunson defending. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
It's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games. 5th in three-point field goal percentage, and in transition, they've been one of the best teams in the league. They're top 5 in fast break points. They've got a lot of speed, and they use it to their advantage.
And you talked about how stout this club is. They take pride in how they play on the defensive end. Great communicators. Pass to Flanders. Here's King. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And now New Orleans on the break. Here's Flanders. No good on the triple. Knicks leading by 17. Pass to Brunson. Fires for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Not his best work at all. This is the quarter he'd rather forget.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's a look at some stats for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Blocked!
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pass to Flanders. Here's King. Here's Marks. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Here's King. 15 points in the game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Newell. Here's Towns. Outside Brunson. Looking to end this cold spell. The Pelicans pull it in. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Here's Ellis. Counted from distance. Ellis has got 6.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Brunson taking his time here. Pass to Towns. Bridges outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King, the pass to Ellis. Now Claxton. Here's King. Brunson defending. Here's King. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
To the inside. Here's Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Bridges outside. Three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trail by 10. For three, King, the pass to Ellis. Here he goes. King gets the bucket. King's got 21.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Ball stolen. Banked it in off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Keon Ellis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Simons is checked in for New York.
Checking in for the Knicks, number 20. And for
now here's Bridges. The D's right on him. Pass to Towns. The three ball. And King pulls it down. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Now here's Ellis from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. And now just a three-point Knick lead.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Knicks. They're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding.
Well, right now for New York, as of late, they've looked a little out of sorts, and that's really what's knocked them out of the top spot in the standings.
And Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
Here's Newell. 11 points in the game. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Ellis. Here's Garnett. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Knicks leading by 3. Simons outside. Here's Newell. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Shot clock at 6. Towns finds Simons. Rebounded by New Orleans. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
King gets the bucket.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Simons. Here's Grantham. Towns looking for an opening. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Such a wide-open look. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
They can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
And it's King missing.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Simons outside. Pass to Newell. New York working the ball around now. Here's Towns. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Here's Garnett. He's covered by Simons. Driving to the basket. Shot's good by Grantham. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
That's the physicality Bridges brings.
So New York going with almost an... New York leading by 7. Now Brunson. We've got Tamani Kamara, and it's Peters in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. Towns passes to Simons. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
Out to the right wing. Pass to King. Nice move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's Brunson. Oh, the agility of Brunson getting to the bucket.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Here's King. Brunson defending. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hand.
Simons passes to Brunson. That three's off the mark.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Here's King. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First free throw is good.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now here's Simons. He's closely guarded. From outside the arc. And King pulls it down. King's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Simons with a steal. To the inside. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Simons, left side. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Marks. Marks has got 4 rebounds now. Here's King driving inside, and that one is hammered home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Cheeks passes to Towns. And here's Simons. No good on the 3. To the middle, Garnett. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
Pass to Cheeks. Now here's Towns. It's tipped. It's 2-on-1. On up the court. Here's Garnett. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. King, the pass to Garnett. Count the basket and the foul! Jalen Brunson picks one up. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Cheeks. From deep three-point range, Bridges misses.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a three to fall since.
Pass to Peters. The Knicks with the rebound. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Grantham. Outside Anunoby. To the paint. Three-pointer, Bridges. Knocks down the long J. Bridges has got 22.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
The Pelicans call timeout. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's King. Now here's Bassey. Pass to Flanders. Here's King. He's guarded by Bridges. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans, no good. For New York, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's Grantham. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 4-point New York lead.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's King. And the layup falls. King's got 39.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
The Knicks making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Here's Flanders. Pass to King. Floats one up. And he lays it in. King's got 41.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Brunson is checked in for Anunoby.
Personal foul. First team foul. Knicks substitution, number 11, Jalen Brunson.
Pass to Brunson. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. 19-footer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Flanders has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's King. Brunson defending. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Towns against Barnes. And here's Brunson from the arc. Pelicans cleared away. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Here's Bassey. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Grantham. Here's Towns. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Here's King. Covered by Towns. There's the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. King's got 45 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And that one drops.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
There's a screen by Bassie. The three is in!
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Brunson with it.
New Orleans. Black. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
With a teardrop. Ooh, Brunson. Silky touch.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Jacks up a three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Bassie, he's checked in for the Pelicans. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Claxton.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Oh, he cannot hit. Knicks trail by 7. Right side, Brunson. Oh, Claxton with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. The 17-footer, and the basket is good.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. From deep. Ooh, it doesn't go.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pelicans.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And being that this is the first of 2 games, these 2 teams will play against one another. They've set the tone with this win against the Knicks.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Slim.
He did it all tonight and had a triple-double to show for it, leading by example. He was tremendous.
Here's King. Brunson defending. Oh, the shot is off. So New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.